Audio test. What's going on, guys? Section H Gaming back today with a base game Hearts of Iron playthrough. Had not played any of the base game on the channel so far. Thought I'd play a little bit different alternative history today though for you. Would play perhaps a little bit of Return of the Kaiser since I've been playing Kaiser. I thought that'd be fun. I've done this focus tree one time before, but I believe that they had made some changes to it. So I checked it out earlier just to see how that would work. And let's hop on into it. Let's start in January 1936. We'll take German Reich. And we just have the Anschluss here, which we will be taking away Danziger War and revive the Kaiser Reich, which we will be going for. And I think I made a mistake last time as well. We'll play on regular difficulty. I'll need to leave Iron Man mode off just because if it's a stream, I need to be able to save it. And that way I can go back and either play the rest of it on the stream or play it as a live playthrough. So if you enjoyed this kind of content, Hearts of Iron 4, consider subscribing to the channel. I'll keep the video coming. And we will hop on into it. So, 1936, starting as Germany. The last playthrough I did just kind of test it out. I went straight to that line. I think I want to take the Army Innovations path, 3 of that first, and then I want to head down the path. So let's go ahead and do national focus here. Army Innovations. Actually, yeah, we can do treaty with the USSR. I think. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so have that first deal going. Go ahead and build some civilian factories. I believe, from what I learned last time, you always spawn on the left side, so we'll want to build our factories on this side. And then let's go ahead and check out our research slots. Level 4 research. Let's go ahead and get the upgrade to weapons and equipment first. Go ahead and go over here, take basic machine tools, of course, construction, get us boosted, and research. We'll want to get as many research slots as we can. That'll really help us out. And I have a few civilian factories left, so for the Civil War, let's go ahead and go guns, artillery support, and probably some light tanks maybe we'll need, but let's go ahead and leave our army here for now. Let's go ahead and get the game going on 4-speed. And outdated equipment in production. We've got all the submarines. Of course, you know, we don't really need any of this terrible Navy stuff early on. I like to go ahead and figure out most of this stuff when I start playing, because we'll obviously want to build U-boats later on, and maybe some destroyers. But we can get rid of this, save a lot of steel, maybe export to help out. Alright, so we have dockyards. Let's go ahead and get convoys going. Just fill that up. 10 dockyards on convoys. And hopefully that will last us the rest of the game. So, as we go down this path, we'll of course want to bring our tanks over here. DMZ that we can't enter. And we will lose the DMZ on the Rhineland. As soon as the German Civil War starts. If it pops, you know, sometimes I've seen it pop and sometimes I've not. I'm playing on historical just to kind of mix things up, you know. I feel like if you play on unhistorical, there's a chance that you kind of lose some of it. And the last time I played this, I played just down to the part, let's see, where I did accept British naval dominance and did the Allies. And of course, like as soon as I did that, they started a civil war with the fascists, and I was a monarchist at that point, and just kind of ruined the playthrough for me. So I don't think I'm going to go that route again. The likelihood of them going fascist probably is pretty low. But I think I'm going to go ahead and do Return of the Kaiser, and then go down and focus on our true enemy. And then we'll go Our Place in the Sun, and then we'll try to get Bulgaria and Italy. And I think Austria may join our faction too down this way. You know, we can kind of do whatever we want on that. And then, not sure exactly how that'll work, but we get that. And another thing that I had a little bit of trouble with too is France went communist because I went down this path. Which if you want a communist France and allied with the UK, you can do that, and they will switch over since they get communist refugees. But the issue is, if you do not have the United Kingdom, you will have an issue of being able to invade their area. So that's a little bit of a disappointment there. But it is what it is. Up in warfare and everything, and this is really kind of a slow build up, I'm afraid, but we'll just kind of see how it goes. Achtung! Of course, we have a decent little size army here, 23 divisions, plus maybe a few of them in this area that we will lose during the Civil War, I believe, but we will obviously get back. Army Innovations 2, which will get us the accelerated panzers, which will be really nice, so we can go ahead and start researching those in a time. And this will also give me a little bit of. This will also. That's pretty good. I don't know if this affects. Bulwark against Bolshevism. Actually, see anything where that treaty would affect that with the treaty. So let's go ahead and do treaty USSR. Just kind of a standard deal here. And of course, we have some civilian factories. So let's go ahead and build this side as well.
Bereit zum Ausrücken. Bereit zum Ausrücken. Zuhören. Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Go ahead and take some more research, of course. Let's go ahead and download it. And let's check out what else we can do. I'm not going to take any addition to the Civil War, I don't think. Then we'll see
Angetreten.
Kind of later on. So,
Angetreten. Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Civil War always spawns you on this side because the Nazis keep running. So we'll go ahead and move as much of this stuff over here as possible. Just to give us a little bit of an edge during the crisis. And that would have been
Ihre Befehle?
If he stays with us, I don't know exactly how that'll work. We'll see how it decides who stays and who goes. Alright, so just heading down the treaty of the USSR right now. I'm going to go ahead on 5-speed really because we've got the second London Navy Treaty signed, which will keep us from having a larger Navy, but that'll kind of fall apart here in a little bit. And basic machine tools and so let's go ahead and take of course if we're getting bombed and then we'll get radio. I think that makes the most sense. Then I'll start down the land doctrines after I get Army Innovations 2. I think that Soviet accepted in Sherman, Soviet treaty. Our negotiations with the Soviet Union have been successful. An agreement has reached where our nations will aid each other in the development of new armored units, with the possible extension of research areas in the future. Okay, so we got that. That'll really help me out research-wise on the Panzers. Panzer Corps should be pretty strong by the time we're ready to mass mobilize. I'm just looking kind of here. And the last time I did this, Amsterdam refused the Kaiser to leave. So I got United Kingdom dominates Dutch trade negotiations. British expenditure influence over the Netherlands to the point where the Dutch government has felt forced to favor them. It's really not that big of a deal, I don't think, since I probably invade them anyways. And they blocked the Kaiser from returning, so I just took them over and annexed them and took them to it. And immediately I got a lot of rubber. That was pretty cool thing there. It's kind of weird. I've never seen that before. Rubber Kaiser. So
Befehle!
We're gonna get people of these guys, plus I'm sure it'll spawn some militia units. Games there. And it's August of 36. So let's go ahead and build that there. Let's go ahead and take that as well. And I'll probably switch it back over to some other factories and building those after the Civil War, because if you go down this street, you do need to rebuild a nation, which gives you to get to minus 20% for a while, and the factory repair speed, of course. And then you go back down to a new so that's pretty handy as well. Radio will be handy. Okay, so we just finished a post Hitler. Vermont officers challenge Hitler. Latent dissatisfaction with Hitler's rule has come to a head with the current crises caused by the administration's move to remilitarize Iran. A number of Vermont generals have rallied behind a well-known field marshal monarchist, who has split the most of the plan to oppose Hitler and remove the Nazi Party from power. With the split in the high command becoming clearly apparent even abroad, foreign powers have elected not to protect against a real modernization. More concerned with the growing internal German step of warring. The 18th Field Marshal has made quickly establishing a provisional government to which the scores have long been opposition Nazis. Military coup is already underway.
Befehle!
And it did not let me keep those troops, but it
Achtung!
did some more here. And select
Angetreten!
make a new army here. Go ahead and do our line.
Zuhören!
We're going to split this up.
Bereit!
So let's see here. We want to put our tanks in an area where they can push to Czechoslovakia's border. That way we can secure it quite quickly. That will be nice.
Angetreten!
And just force them to get sim
Befehle!
and then we will march on with our long stem rations. That's probably not all I have to say. So let's see who's staying with us. Purple Wall, let's do von Manstein. As this
Bereit!
let's do Heinz Bavaria.
Befehle!
As that commander, and let's do Mr. Rommel. The Desert Fox, not yet given that accolade at this point. And then let's just go ahead and take air interventions, I guess, for the thing we can do. And then the only thing I probably should have done is maybe some of this other stuff first to get a little bit of except I think this goes away. So we'll see. I probably should have got that for the bonus, which would have been nice, but hopefully that will just disappear. Because I didn't think I checked that last time, because I didn't do that for it. So let's go ahead and set our generals in motion. And of course, we will have our aircraft here standing by. Close our scores. Want to put them on strategic bombing like I normally would, because when we rebuild the factories, it's going to suck. We have to refit them. So we can also do a little bit of strike out here. That's fine. We can stop some convoys coming from here. I think we're good to go. So let's go ahead and sudden Vermont coup led by the Field Marshal August von Mackensen was triggered a civil war in Germany early this morning. Fascist royalists and Democrats alike have taken up arms against their former countrymen. The military units have been removed from the borders to see the eternal threat. The fascists under the order of Hitler have already vowed to destroy the nation rather than see it called a treasonous terms. Now turning back now, let's go ahead and
Ihre Befehle!
add a Field Marshal here. Really,
Los, los, los!
see who is still loyal to us. stick or cleared. Don't really have much armor. He does give me urban assault special, so let's go with that one. I think that should be alright. It's a little damage to our forces. And let's see if the Panzers to go ahead and push their hits to the bottom, and it's just easy to take it from the flag.
Ausrücken! 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 Los, ausrücken! Bereit? Vorrücken! Ausrücken! Guck! Angetreten! Bereit zum Ausrücken! Bereit zum Ausrücken! Angetreten! Angetreten! Zuhören!
To reinforce the Orange Army. Not that they're doing that bad, but just to hold in a little bit as we break them down in the south.
Ihre Befehle!
And then we can do
Zuhören! Ausrücken! Bereit zum Ausrücken! Abstand halten! Ihre Befehle! Ihre Befehle! Bereit zum Ausrücken! Vorrücken! Halt! Ausrücken! Ausrücken!
little bit of an issue, it looks like, with my microphone. Let me go ahead and do a quick check on it. We'll see. Now doing just a little bit of a live check here. See how the microphone sounds now. I'm not sure why it dropped off. I apologize. Alright, looks like back in action here. I got the microphone fixed back. Let's go ahead and jump back in. Neither Byron just captured. Very nice for us here. So let's go ahead and see where else we can capture next. It looks like we've got them pinned in down here. Go ahead and check our next deal. So we just took logistics and do a signal company as well for a later build. And then I'll need to work on panzers as well. So we've really got them crushed down here, it looks like. Finish our encirclement. And guys, if you enjoy Hearts of Iron content, consider subscribing and liking the stream. It'd really help me out. Leave a comment what you think. And what mod or something you'd like to see me play next. So let's go ahead and finish our final push here. We have no divisions here. We're going to go ahead and cancel that out. And then, of course, build our front line.
Angetreten. Bereit zum Ausrücken. Befehle. Befehle.
Okay, so we want to push past Berlin now. Let's go ahead and get our Air Force ready to go. Since we pushed them out here, we need to gather our Air Corps here. And we'll go ahead and order the attacks here. And then, of course, let's go ahead and take this Air Force as well and mobilize it here. They have a lot of fighters, it looks like. I'm not really sure what the deal is. Okay, so we've got yellow airspace now. And we were pushing here as well, it looks like. So it's pretty good for us. And I'm not sure. Okay, these guys are redeploying and they got pinned there. That's why they're not up on the front lines. I thought that was very strange, but Okay, so let's check this. Still yellow air, unfortunately. I'm not sure that's what it was. I had everybody on naval strike there. That's why we had some air issues, I believe. So now that should be good, and let's go ahead and send these guys here to get green air in this southern offensive, and that will help us out a lot. Now let's see what else we can take here. Let's go ahead and do strategic air effort. I think that will be effective later on for us. We'll need some close air support, of course. The Junkers Ju-88 Stuka will be very instrumental in our wars to come. And Thurigan, again, factories receive levels of damage, unfortunately. And just going to be a slow push, it looks like, really. We're kind of pushing them here now, so that's pretty good. Hopefully this doesn't last too much longer. And they seem a little bit stronger than last time. I'm not really sure what the deal is, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and take Ferdinand Schumer for the infantry expert. That should give our forces a pretty good boon. And of course we'll want to take our Chief of Army, of course. Can't take William Keitel, but we can take Ludwig Beck or Franz Halder. I think that he's going to be the best right now, since we're mainly just trying to push across. And that's already helped us a little bit, it looks like, as we're kind of breaking them towards Berlin. And their front line now seems to be crumbling. Okay, so we pushed them out of Schachen. More damage there, unfortunately. And of course, we're very, very close to Berlin now. Getting some positive air cover, luckily. And they still have a ton of... must have a ton of planes. I don't really know what the deal is. I don't have really that many planes, but must have, I guess Hermann Göring stayed with them, so maybe a lot of the Luftwaffe stayed with them. So, see what else we can take. Construction, of course, we'll need that to rebuild a lot of our factories and everything after the war. And it looks like Berlin is actually open to take. Just walk into Berlin, we'll see. Yeah, so Brandenburg issues as well. Berlin captured. Hitler found dead. With the capture of Berlin, our troops have discovered the corpse of Hitler in a bunker in the city, choosing death over the anti-fascist elements taking over the country. The leader evidently took his own life rather than risk capture, and instead, Heinrich Himmler has stepped up to lead the Nazis and already affirmed the government will not abate in its fight against anti-German treason. Okay, so Hitler's dead, not the end of the war. And we captured that airport there, so I want to say a lot of their planes would be captured as well. Maybe not. Maybe they were or destroyed, because most of our air cover is back now. And we're positive in most of the areas. So I think we'll also want to take Erwin Rommel is the genius there on armor, and then maybe something else later will become more beneficial to me. So their city now, Hamburg, is their base of operations. And right now, let's just go ahead and check out the current wars. It's actually just us and the Spanish at war. It's February 1937, so it's really going pretty far. They've lost 176,000 troops. We've lost 112,000. They're very close to capitulating. It says I'm 35% of the way, but I really don't think they have any of the starting territory. Maybe you start with a lot towards capitulation, and depending on how strong the Nazis are. But that's okay. So let's go ahead and take Air Innovations 2, it looks like. Okay, so that's why we're not really pushing any further. That order was... I thought I told them to push past Berlin, but they were not. And then Orange Army still having a little bit of a struggle here, kind of pushing it back a little bit. And then we have no fuel too, so that's probably why our Air Force is having issues. And of course, I've not set out my Navy, just because really it's not as beneficial as having the Air Force out. So as you can see, they're pushing on me here and really not having any sort of luck. Hamburg is across the water here. It's going to be very hard to break that river tile. Unless we can kind of come up from the south and envelop them. And actually, these guys do not have a front line, so let's go ahead and tell them to end us. Anarchist uprising in the Civil War, not great for them, but we'll see. Need to go ahead and delete all their orders, and of course we'll send the armor across at Hamburg and see if that'll work. And then anarchists up here in Barcelona, typical stuff right there. And let's see, we're really pushing them back here. I'd like, gosh, I could encircle most of these guys. It looks like if we can push through, but I don't really see how they have so many. Still so much manpower and so many forces. They've lost a lot of people, but I guess that's just part of it. Go ahead and take a look at our air superiority here. Doing quite well. Go ahead and push there. And if we can just get across the river, I think we can envelop Hamburg and cut them off. As well as we could maybe cut these guys off here in the south, which would just be a huge blow to them. But they're kind of pushing me a little bit there. Which is still wild. I don't really know how they have anybody to push me left, but I guess it is what it is. So, I mean, we have a ton of equipment and everything for most of these divisions as well. Okay, so we're breaking them in a few places now, it looks like, as well as holding pretty well. And we also just finished delay. Now we'll do elastic defense. We can go ahead and spend some army experience to get that done a little bit faster.
Greif weiter an! Rückzug!
And if we could push them back towards the river by May, that'd be great. But it really looks like they're pushing me now. I don't really know what's going on. There we go, pushing them a little bit here.
Ihre Befehle? Vorrücken!
And just breaking their river tiles, it looks like right now. So we have signal company, of course. Very nice. And we can go ahead and take... Not really sure what we want to take here. We can go down and get basic machine tools. Kind of help our factories a little bit. And we're having some luck pushing them in the south, as well as pushing across the river here. And once we're across the river, I believe we can attack Hamburg from two sides. And they are also 89% of the way towards capitulation. So they cannot, I don't think, hold out that much longer to our sustained Air Force and ground attacks. So let's also go 4-year plan. That should help me out a little bit. And we may be pushed here in the south as well. It looks like they're running out of equipment though, which will be a saving grace for me, I think, because they're definitely not encircled. But really, all their equipment, all their units are running out of equipment and organization. So it should be about the end form here. I have plenty of equipment left except for light tanks. We need to really watch those two divisions. I don't want to lose them. But I believe as long as I can keep them supplied with other stuff, they should not get overrun. So we are splitting the forces here of the Nazis, I believe, and it looks like
Wir treten.
if we can push here and maybe secure it,
Ausrücken.
we'll be able to also push down here and really encircle these guys, so they won't be much of an issue.
Ihre Befehle.
And let's go ahead and try to break these guys here and see if we cannot push through. And I'm not sure how this happened, but
Greif weiter
I
an.
need to take that way and send some guys there. That would have been unfortunate if they encircled my entire army just from poor line making there. It looks like so. They got a port at Kostlin. Dive bombing, another little assistance to our Air Force. Direct ground support, of course, will spend the air experience. And then we will actually push me here. It looks like someone will go back there. That was kind of weird. Still have not been able to take Hamburg. I am taking really a lot of the country now. I'm hoping these guys kind of leave this area down here so they all move up this way. Okay, so Ostmark now captured. A little bit of damage there. Nothing that we can't deal with. Let's see here. We can either get mobile warfare doctrine plus 15% or land doctrine research speed. And armor max speed. I think since we're doing mobile warfare, we take... actually, that might not be even the most beneficial thing for me here. Let's do army regrouping, maybe. And construction just finished up. Very nice. And I'm also going to have too big of a front line, really. I was kind of hoping they would capitulate before this point, because it's July of 1937. This is a long civil war. Let's go ahead and take a look at the casualties as well. 344 to 240, and they are 91% of the way towards capitulation. We really need to take Hamburg. That would really help me out. And a lot of their guys, like I said, are really undersupplied. I don't know if they're having supply issues or if they're just not producing enough, but we have really pushed them back now. So we broke them back to the river. They'll set up defensive fortifications there, I'm sure.
Auf geht's.
Okay, so we have the leadership purges in Soviet Union. Japan declared war on China. They should just kind of build up there and go ahead and get rid of their issues there. I think they have a debuff still when they're attacking.
Zuhören.
And of course, anytime you need to make a little move, something will pop up. So we're breaking them here on the river too, moving around and really just pushing them back. I think probably the next city I take, we'll go ahead and take autarky as well. Just to get a little bit of building bonus. I really didn't think the Civil War was going to last this long. I'm almost kind of nervous about it, really. And these guys are encircled. I'm going to be encircled with this unit here if I'm not careful. So
Ausrücken.
we can go ahead and take these 3 divisions out here, I believe, and that'll help me out quite a bit.
Ausrücken.
And Hamburg is breaking, it looks like. Maybe not Hamburg, I'm not sure. And then, of course, we just took those guys out. So, can we break them here and encircle all these guys that have come down here? Hopefully we can. We can definitely get these guys down here, though, it looks like. And more factory expulsion there, unfortunately.
Achtung.
And we can go ahead and move down here. since they are out of supply.
To.
Go ahead and move here, pin these guys. Hopefully let this breakthrough happen. And they are really defending hard in the north. I'm really surprised this has lasted that long. Okay, so the Civil War is over. German military junta takes 13 states. German Reich annexed 4,800 equipment taken. Of course, 3.8K guns, 263 Opel Blitz, and other. They really didn't have hardly anything left. They weren't producing much, it looks like. Okay, so basically everything just gets a huge factory debuff. And, okay, so Nazi leadership. At long last, we freed our country from the grips of the enemy, and those loyal citizens who stood up and support us. Our cause may now finally return to home. As a nation, we must begin the long and arduous process of rebuilding our nation. The country's leadership, in turn, is free to begin looking ahead at what might come in the future. Democracy or return to the old monarchy. One thing that remains taken care of, however, with the end of the Civil War, our troops have managed to capture a large group of Nazi leadership. Now the only remaining decision is what to do with the people. So we're going to go ahead and hang them. I think that probably just makes it a little bit easier for me to deal with that. So executed the Nazi leadership. Now trying to get our factories back going. And those factories are damaged, it looks like. So we will work to repair those. We have 79 stability, so I need to go ahead, and they still have a ton of fascist stuff. Can I ban fascism right away? Ban fascism, okay, that works. And then we'll do anti-communist and anti-democratic raids to get that going, and still have autarky going, which is going to be a pretty good little buff for us here. Which will be nice in the future. Alright, and also got Alaska defense finished up, so we'll just go ahead and go down this, and I think look in here, I usually don't play. I've been playing majors really lately, so let's go and do Armored Spearhead. I think we'll have some decent tank divisions, hopefully in the next couple of a year or so, since we can go ahead and increase our production. So still waiting for these factories, it looks like, to finish. I'm not really sure what the... Yeah, not really sure. I guess they're just damaged factories and we're repairing them. Yeah, they are damaged. So that's not that big of a deal. Didn't realize I'd have to repair that many. So formation flying, of course, we don't really need the extra ace generation because once we have aces, that's don't need any more of them on a particular unit. So let's go ahead and take our radio bonus here, and then as soon as that's done, we'll go ahead and move into our Panzer bonus to get that going. And now we can just kind of chill till autarky finishes, and then we'll come back over here to secure the new state. Then, of course, let's get our Air Force building up, as well as probably Krupp for the industrial speed. So we banned fascism. Very nice here. 40% non-aligned, 36% Democrat, 24% communist. And like I said, I'm really trying to get rid of those two. So we got that. We have a little bit of daily. Push towards that, and we'll finish up autarky soon, and then we'll do secure the new state. $70 days. This is one of the things I really don't like about the base game is some of the focuses that really shouldn't take that long, take forever. But that's okay. That's just part of it.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
And we lost all the Landsturm divisions, which I understand that'd be kind of OP if it let us keep those. And then we have secure the new state. Demand trade. We can't do that anymore since we're not fascist, which really doesn't matter either way. Let's see here. Still working down on that stuff. That should be good. Stability is really high when you win the German Civil War. I've really not understood that. But it kind of makes sense, I guess, since people are maybe feeling a little bit more faithful in the government. I'm not sure. It just really doesn't make too much sense for me here. But that's fine. I'm glad it's not like 4% or negative 18% like it is on some stuff. Like in Kaiser, Reich, Redux, like half the time you start with stability of like negative 60. And August von Mackensen, he will leave us, but I think he can, I don't know, he's like super old at this point. I think he dies like maybe in the late 30s anyway, so you can't obviously just keep him, which would be interesting, I guess. I don't know why you wouldn't want the Kaiser since he gives you a lot of stuff, but let's see here too. I wish I could get monarchist media, but I have to do the secure the stuff first. And I think probably just raising some infantry divisions now too. I have a lot of manpower, I have a lot of guns. This will kind of keep everything fine. So we can only produce 11. Makes sense. Let's go ahead and put them in Berlin. I feel like I had a lot of more troops left over last time I did this. I feel like I had a few divisions, but maybe not. Maybe that's really all I had the entire time, and I just produced some while I was fighting. Which is probably what I should have done. I probably should have produced my own and deleted the free divisions, but and it looks like it'll just take us like 60 years to finish up all the infrastructure repairs and stuff. So that's part of it. Let's go ahead and do our Panzer research, of course. 79 days, quite nice. We'll go Panzer IV after that, then swap over to medium tanks.
Angetreten.
And still have a pretty decent little deficit here on our light tanks. That really takes away the fighting capability of those panzers. So we will just, like I said, swap over to some new medium tanks shortly, and that way we won't have to really replace all those. And let's go ahead and jump into Excavation 1. Need to go ahead and do synthetic refineries pretty soon. Italy gets claims on that. Let's go ahead and put our border here with the Netherlands, just in case they don't want to give the Kaiser back. Actually, I think probably not putting our guys on the border might be more beneficial for me, because if they decide to stop us, we basically get free Netherlands because they're not going to do anything against me. And we could have a huge amount of rubber from the Dutch East Indies, so let's go ahead and hope that's going to be the case. So we got secure the state, which gives us a little bit of negative fascism support. Not going to do the free elections, of course. We want to revive the Kaiser Reich, and will be known as the German Empire. And I believe I take Captain of Industry. That'll really help me build that up. I apologize, I'm yawning, guys. It's a little bit hard for me to mute my microphone where it is, so. Okay, we got that going. Have our army stationed here, kind of off the border. I'm trying to think, if I don't invade, like the last time too, I thought about it, if I did stay allied with the United Kingdom, I could invade France from there, but it'd be hard to break the Maginot line unless you have some really serious units. Which we may have at that point, I don't know, but I feel like I'm pretty behind anyways. In 37, I really only have 227,000 troops, and like half of them are training. But we are reviving the Kaiser Reich right now. Very nice. Still need to do the Democratic and Communist raids. Kind of push that down a little bit more. Now we are at 46% non-aligned, 21% communist, 33% democratic, which is okay. I wish you could still send the people here to France to make them more communist. Yugoslavia wants planes from us, and they're fighting Italy, so I don't really think that makes much sense for me, since I believe we can basically not annex, but you can actually bypass the Maginot in the south and declare war on Switzerland. That's interesting. It's pretty good there. So, I don't know. I don't know if we want to... I still really don't know if I want to, which one to do here. I still kind of... I think really the United Kingdom would be a better ally than Italy. Central Powers. Bulgaria invited. So you can get Austria-Hungary there. But we could join the Allies. I don't know. Rebuild our true enemy. The communists. I think we just go expatriate the communists. I think we do a really weird playthrough here. And not form the Central Powers, try to get in the Allies, and try to make France communists and invade them. We also need some spies here, which will be nice. Form our agency. I should have done that earlier, but I really wasn't even focused on it. And we'll go ahead and get the Panzer IV. It's actually really far ahead. Revive the Kaiser Reich, of course, finished up. We will bring back the Kaiser, very nice. And we'll go ahead and take a little bit of military upgrade. Factories need to be built. Let's go ahead and build some military factories for now. Since we're heading into 38, we'll go ahead and take... Schwerpunkt, I don't know what that is. And I have 25% construction speed. So everything's repaired now, which is quite nice. I really feel like I need some more civilian factories, so. And we'll see what the crafty Dutch decide to do here, if they decide to stand against us or stand aside. And we have some unassigned divisions, of course, so... Von Manstein again will take command. We need to, of course, train up 10 more divisions, perhaps. And then I have plenty really of artillery and stuff. I'm almost tempted to start the swap over to 7.2s and then eventually 14.4s when that part is complete. So let's go ahead and do that. See how much artillery I need. 1.3k. So we're going to go ahead and take some off guns. We're going to put some on artillery. Put as much on artillery as we're building 3 right now, so that should be good as well. And material designer. Probably would take Mauser there, but I don't know if it's time to do that or not. And then I believe I want to swap light tanks over to medium tanks. And then, of course, we want to swap Panzer Division. We want to do medium tanks instead. Then we're going to do some motorized as well. And we will see what we need. Just really pretty good on everything but the medium tank, of course, which we just started producing. And then the artillery, which I am producing 5 a day, so it's going to take me a while to get that built back up. But that's okay. We can ban communism as well. And we can do press censorship, which is pretty nice. Oh, we need 100 for ban communism, not 50. And we're recruiting our operative in one day, it looks like. We'll see who we can get. And then a few more civilian factors just to get going. And UK is all democratic, which is nice. Go ahead and take combat unit destruction. Go ahead and deploy these guys.
Angetreten.
Have a decent little sized army there, it looks like. Not that much. 30-something divisions. Let's see here. Alright, so the Kaiser coming back, of course. And then we can... I just know it's a lot easier to beat the Russians if you're in the Allies. And that's probably going to be my main enemy. Let's go ahead and do... So you can reform Austria-Hungary, coup Italy, and then they become a king basically. And then you can attack France. But I think we just do a weird game here. Do expatriate the communists. Kaiser returns. So Let's see, in the midst of ecstatic celebrations, Wilhelm II has returned as Kaiser to the German Empire. The Netherlands is owed a great debt of gratitude for allowing him safe refuge for the past 3 decades and for refusing his extradition to our former enemies on multiple occasions. Though the nation has suffered much in the recent civil war, it is hoped that the Kaiser's return will bring further stability and unity. So they did not refuse him coming here, which is okay. You know, I kind of wanted free Netherlands, but Netherlands. So we have the Kaiser back. He's an old dude now at this point. You know, I think he only lived like maybe 43 in real time. Let's see here. We gotta get the research, of course. Get that little research bonus, and I think probably in a future playthrough I will do this one. I kind of enjoy this, really. So I'll probably, maybe next time after I finish this playthrough, I'll go down the focus on true enemy path, and we'll have a little bit different look in Europe, of course, with the monarchies, and then we'll attack them. The only issue that with the non-aligned is you have a lot higher requirement for it's going to ban communism. You have a lot higher world tension justification limit. So it'd take 50% for me to justify in Poland, which you can usually, at this point, I would be getting ready to attack, at least put people on the border. Which is not the case, but we can claim Memel here, which we probably will do shortly, as well as try to defend the duchy from communism. See how that goes. Makes your front line a little bit longer, but it's going to be hard, just like it is in regular, really, to tackle the Soviets, especially I'm super behind here. So the Yugoslavian Air Force is currently holding trials for a new light fighter. According to our air attaché, our newest model is posed to win. A formal request of the Yugoslavian government is expected shortly. Representatives of the manufacturer strongly favor the sale, but there are national security concerns about selling MRS modern equipment to a foreign country. Should we permit the sale to go through? We can do that. We'll have Fighter 2s pretty soon anyway, so that really won't be a crazy thing anyways. And, oh no, we need 1940 for that. I thought it was 39. So, since we're taking the expatriate the communist, France gets a huge communist support, and their next election is in 1940. So they're 28% communist. That'll probably flip them by at least 40, maybe sooner, depending on if they want a civil war or not. And then I think that should be pretty good. I don't know if there's an issue with me being non-aligned with the UK, or if the last time I played it was because I had an issue with them becoming civil war. Maybe was the issue for that. Kind of a weird deal. So once we do that, trying to see, I don't know if I need to let France. So France is not in the Allies, actually. I forgot that they have to sign a pact to join the Allies. That's interesting. So as soon as I do that, we'll go ahead and just roll down the accept British naval dominance, which gives me negative output, but it also gives me a little bit of opinion of them. And then it gives me factory output as well, so that'll help us produce everything in the future. So let's see here. I need to also improve relations with them. That could really help me out. And they're protecting the Suez Canal right now. The UK has a huge focus tree in the base game. I forgot. It's been a long time since I played the UK. Wow, this is crazy. That is a huge focus tree. So let's go ahead and see what we can do. All right, so let's see what else we have going on here. Expatriate the communists. Very nice. So that'll give France their support for communism. And let's go ahead and get that British naval dominance there. Because really, I wasn't planning on focusing on the Navy anyways, because really not anywhere I necessarily need to head to. Let's go ahead and get some more civilian factories, of course. And we will go ahead and recall Paul von Vorbeck, Lithol Vorbeck, just as a general here. Let's go ahead and see what his abilities are, though. Let's see what level he is. Jungle Rat. So he's actually pretty good in probably the African area. Which I don't know. Who knows what'll happen here? I guess if we go to war with Italy, which I'm not sure how that'll work out, if they'll join us or what, we have to deal with them. We'll have to deal with nationalist Spain too. And we are still short on artillery, probably. Yeah. Really working that down, though, it looks like. So let me go ahead and put some more factories on that. Go ahead and get that going. And still 30% democracy, which is interesting. But that would probably be pretty common in a monarchy, I feel like, anyways. Let's go ahead and trade a little bit of rubber, too, with the East Indies. It's a long way to trade, but we'll probably start trading from South America if the war starts, or when the war starts. So go ahead and get ground support first. National Civil War victory. And why is it... I don't know how I become... I thought I was supposed to be the German Empire. Yeah, I am the German Empire. Okay, that was weird. I don't know what the issue was there. Okay, oh, it's German Military Junta Task Force. I thought it was part of the... So let's go ahead and see what our next research will be. Fourth Internationale. Communists are meeting from around the world in Paris. Did they already swap over to communism? I don't know. Let's go ahead and take Blitzkrieg here. We'll need that for the upcoming war. And we really need to focus on military factories now. Let's see what their levels are. So they're 31% communist. Hungary renounces Treaty of Tryon. Has announced a treaty imposed by the Allied powers. The Great War signed under Hungary in protest. So Nicholas Horthy is already hinting Hungary may soon look towards reaffirming their claims on territory taken from them. Okay, so that's interesting. We'll see kind of how that plays out, where Hungary goes. If they try to take over Austria, I'm assuming, we'll see kind of what we have to do there. Then let's go ahead and take a little bit of fuel refining here, so we get a little bit of fuel gain, which I don't know if we have any oil yet, but we'll go ahead and put some fuel refineries in. And we just accepted British naval dominance. Said they'll like us a little bit more, it looks like. And we still have a bad opinion of them, but that's fine. And let's do rebuild the nation. And then we'll go down that tree to go ahead and join the Allies. And then hopefully by that time, France will be communist. And then we won't have to worry about that. We can go ahead and make sure they will not join the Allies. And then I'll take the Alsace-Lorraine, of course. And then we'll go ahead and do the southern bypassing Maginot through Switzerland. And that should be good. Because I think, I'm not sure if Netherlands, if they would just join Allies when we were at war with France, that would be pretty good. Let's go ahead and do some anti-democratic raids as well. And everything on the base game just takes forever focus-wise. It's very frustrating, but it's just part of it, I guess. Let's go ahead and take a look. We are now artillery positive. Very, very nice. Producing 9.92 a day. That will be very helpful because I'm about to just spend a ton more on that. We'll see how much we need now. 734. That should go pretty fast. And now we just kind of sit and wait. I hate that this is a little bit of a lull before we kind of are able to attack France. But we'll take Rebuild the Nation. We'll go up on 5 speed, see how that's going. And pretty soon I'll need to take some more advisors as well. And still need 315 medium tanks to fill those divisions. And I'm really going to pop up some factories once we get the new and better Germany. This is an interesting playthrough because I really need to... I feel like I was just so slow. I really need to take Panay incidents. Oh, they're about to do that. I probably need to take this side just because I don't really think I can... what aligning them will do for me. And I can't even do the Reichskommissariat, so that's... Let's go ahead and take a Kaiser. Very nice. That'll give us some extra factories. We'll go ahead and take these two and then the extra research slot. Then we'll just be rocking and rolling. As well as being able to join the Allies here. I really feel like my military focuses have been falling behind there, unfortunately, but that is just kind of what it is. Let's go ahead and probably do, if I'm going to move ahead, I need to probably do base or advanced machine tools to get that extra production efficiency on my artillery. And of course, let's go ahead and get some military factories here. The Kaiser is getting close. And we'll go ahead and deploy these divisions, of course.
This is a talk on national security. Because the nub of the whole purpose of
And let's see here. I need to split this, of course.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Kaiser, very nice. Ton of civilian factories. And Wilhelm Wagen. And we'll go ahead and put that on medium tanks. As well as take Walter Funk. And, probably monarchist medium mogul. Probably don't need him. Let's go ahead and do heavy in the spies. Let's go ahead and take the spy master here. And go ahead and build a spy network. Zog submits to Italy, of course. Let's go ahead and build a spy network in France. And now we're just waiting for more stuff. We have some more military factories, of course. We're just building them very fast now. 25% building speed. Let's go down to speed 4. Slow it down a little bit so I can kind of focus on what I'm doing and what I need to do. And of course we are going to integrate, also need some Marines, I believe. And we'll go ahead and take Special Forces cap. Give us a little bit more of that. And then an operative can be recruited, of course. Then we'll also build that in Bern. And soon we will have a huge military industrial complex, as well as another research slot, which will be very nice. And finally, we are 100% unaligned, which is very nice. That gives us the full amount of stability we can get from that. And let's go back up on the 5-speed just because not too much is going on right now. We will see kind of how that's going. We have some available airplanes in reserve too, which is very nice. And then also some more military factories. Which of course we just need to put on the good old Panzer Corps.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
And another army can be commissioned here. And I think probably... Kesselring probably is going to be our best option for this one. And still just working on getting our panzers built up. Still need quite a few of them. I'd like to have maybe 8 or 9 divisions by 41 of tank armored units, and then maybe just some better stuff since those are pretty small divisions. And then once this research slot is done, I'm going to run down the okay, so we have a French operative captured. Very nice. Okay, so we also have one captured in France. Wish we could do a exchange. That'd be pretty cool. I don't know if it lets you do that on that. Let's do Alliance in the Shade before there is an issue there, and then we can join the Allies, which will be quite nice for us. And we'll go ahead and take half tracks as well. And more military factories, of course, will always be great. Intelligence agency. We need to... Do I have enough agents to rescue him? Okay, so we have to build more in France. Let's see how that works. As well as, let's go ahead and do localized training center. To get a third spy. And we'll go ahead and take disperse industry and construction. I think I really just need to trade some fuel from Romania, I guess. And Italy seeks extensive military pact. We'll see how that goes for him. I don't know who or what he can really do with that. But we'll see what old Mussolini comes up with, that old crafty dude, so. Okay, so German Empire joins the Allies. Earlier today, the United Kingdom and German Empire issued a joint statement that the latter has now been formally granted into the status of the Allies. Whether this partnership will be used for offensive or defensive purposes remains to be unseen, but undoubtedly extensive joint military planning is underway. Okay, so we will set our differences aside for now. Very nice, we're in the Allies. Battlefield support, of course. Alliance with the Shade. And then we're going big boy military factories again. Just a wild playthrough here. We could... I really don't think I have the manpower just to do the France thing now. I feel like I need them to go communist. Because their election's coming up in May of 40, so they should swap over. They're getting pretty close. And let's go ahead and do some synthetic refineries as well. And maybe also some fuel silos. Just to kind of help us out a little bit. And our American operative captured, so that's alright. I thought we got another one captured. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. So let's see here. Alright, so we did the Fan Prussia militarism. Now we're going to do New and Better Germany. United Kingdom exerts influence in Turkey. The Mediterranean, that's a little typo there, has been a long region of strategic value to the imperial influence of the United Kingdom. Now the British government is looking for further support from countries in the region to end that they appointed a special council to the Turkish state, considering the centuries fierce competition for naval supremacy in the Mediterranean, whether the success is bringing two countries together is remaining unseen. So we have plenty of tanks now. Probably need a little bit more support equipment, a little bit more infantry equipment, which we'll be able to swap over soon, which will take a long time to change over. I just need really a ton more military factories and a few more civilian probably. And let's go ahead and prepare the captured operative. Commence when ready, of course. Go ahead and see if we can't bring him back. And a theorist. probably is not the best right now. Let's go ahead and take Mauser for the research. And of course, we'll go ahead and take it down to 4 speed and go on. We've got that prepared. And we're going to, not all operatives have been assigned yet. Of course, we need to put Emma Sturm. And we'll commence. See if we can rescue him. We'll see. I don't know. It's unfortunate if I lose both my agents, but it is the spy business. Fallen Ned King. It's unfortunate. Oh, well, it's still on limited conscription, too. I feel like I need to get to war economy, maybe? I don't know if I can do that yet. And we're about to have the MP38. I think probably more commonly known as the MP40. And we'll take the Fokker-Wulf 190. And we're going to go ahead and recruit a spy in France to see how that works out for us. Should be pretty good. Go ahead and get some military factories and maybe some dockyards, I think. You know, we did accept British naval dominance, but we can still build a ton of submarines, which can be very effective in cutting off supply and stuff like that, especially later off in the game. Bulwark against Bolshevism. I'm not going to take that yet. I'm going to take Sea to the Eastern Front. And we're going to demand Memel from Lithuania. Which, of course, we're going to go ahead and run up on the border here.
Angetreten.
And, of course, they'll just give us Memel, I'm sure. Because I doubt they would want to fight us. But maybe they will. I don't know. We'll see. We have plenty of tanks now. Let's see what a tank division will cost us. We can actually train 2 tank divisions. Ooh. Ooh. That'll be huge when we get those done too. That'll be a big armor division, which is very, very nice. And then mechanized. I got a lot of motorized. I don't have any mechanized. I don't think that research is done yet either, though. So actually, it is, but it's not saying. Then, of course, I think we take Armored Division Attack and Defense, since that's going to be a big part of our units. And, of course, Construction 3, Disperse Industry 3. That'll both help me out a lot in having more factories. We'll take Excavation 3 and go ahead and take Engineer Company 2. Go ahead and modify our infantry divisions. Single company, of course, logistics company, and probably recon. That should help them quite a bit. And then how much artillery do we have? 4.6k. We have 70k guns. I think we can just do 14 4s, honestly. I actually hope I have the manpower, or the 30. Okay, so that is 11. I'm not gonna have enough army experience. I'm gonna be a little bit short, but that's okay probably for now. Should have really just hammered my manpower. Oh, it'll slowly drain off. Still can't believe I need just a little bit of and I could take that to get the experience. But let's go ahead and train our divisions to maybe get the additional 3 that I need. Okay, so Italy declared war on Greece. This is the part of it that normally would happen, except obviously we're not there to bail them out, so the Greeks should win. And Hungary demands southern Slovakia. We'll see how that goes. Czechoslovakia returns southern Slovakia. So Austria-Hungary may form by themselves. I don't know, but you guys, Greece is maybe beating Italy. Maybe Italy's beating Greece, I don't know. We'll see when the time comes, I guess. Go ahead and get some more mountain infantry, of course. And we still have plenty of resources here. It looks like.
Achtung!
Not sure if they're short on. Basically, just short on manpower is what it looks like. See what our spy activity is doing. Okay, so we did get those two freed. Let's go ahead and build some somebody let me know if this builds double or not. I'm not sure if anybody's sees this part. Let me know in the comments. American operative captured. Looks like they're trying to snoop around. Okay, so let's go ahead and swap over to that new infantry equipment. And hopefully, see to the eastern front, very nice. Safeguard the Baltic, Memel, Lithuania folds. So we've got that. German Empire claims Memel with the German forces on their border post attack. Lithuania has given the German ultimatum demanding the surrender of old Prussian territory. And Memel is passed to Lithuania in the Treaty of Versailles, but now has been reintegrated into the region of the Ostprussian. Have we yet to see the extent of German territorial ambitions in Europe? Experts are doubtful. So let's go ahead and safeguard the Baltic. That'll be very nice. Let me go ahead and plug in my headset, guys. It's beeping at me, telling me that it's about to die, it seems. So we will see here what else we can do. Still 1940 February. Not too much has happened. We actually have the same border, but we did win the Civil War, which was really the point of this playthrough, honestly. Man, it's taken forever for me to get that army experience. That's impressive. And we were just like drained on manpower too, since we went to almost 14 force. Let's go ahead and change this division into infantry. And we really have enough to build two. Oh, my bad. Actually, I was going to say we have enough to build two more of those, and I meant to add two, but unfortunately, we expanded those. So I need to do some submarine stuff here pretty soon. I'm going to put all my dockyards on submarines, which will just be super fast, I think. If I can get, I think maybe 15 of them. I don't know if I can do. Okay, so I can do as many as I want on convoys, but it limits me to 10 on stuff like that. So that's a little bit disappointing, but I'd forgotten the base game if it did that or not. And 4 military experience right now, getting close to what we need, but right now I'm just going to try to take actually cannot take that yet, so my manpower is just going to suffer, it looks like. But now everybody's really up to full strength, so it's not that big of a deal. But as soon as we can declare war, we can obviously get a lot. Because I've got 1 million manpower in the field and 15k in training, so pretty decent sized army, I think. But we'll see. And of course, just more military factories and low manpower, like I was expecting, but that is part of it. We're just safeguarding the Baltic right now. Skip on 5-speed till that finishes. I don't think I've really got much else going. Let's see what kind of air wings we have. We have 410 close air support, 415 fighters, 78 tactical bombers. We need to work on that. And battlefield support just finished up. Let's go ahead and see here. I guess JU-87. We'll take that for close air support, and then we will also work on Recon Company 2 to give us a little bit better reconnaissance. Safeguard the Baltic. Guarantee was accepted by Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia. So that should halt the Germans for doing anything kind of crazy. Let's go ahead and take support the Finns as well. And then pretty soon I'll need to mobilize against France. So let's go ahead and tell this army to quit training and wasting equipment. Netherlands caves to the British. Trade neutrality is broken. The Netherlands threw us under the bus, which is fine. It doesn't really matter. So we got the 40 wits there. Going to be pretty nice when we are ready to finally do something. Agent killed. It appears Emma Sturm, our agent deployed in France, has made the ultimate sacrifice and died in the line of duty. So that is unfortunate, but we can always train another spy. And we really just need to work on some more Opal Blitz, perhaps, and maybe some more civilian factories. And then, of course, some more military factories here in the south. Go ahead and take Marines too, and then I don't ever really use the scout cars, but I feel like maybe I should build some scout cars for reconnaissance purposes. And let's take von Manstein for the, actually need 250 for him. For the big mobile warfare boost, that could be very good for us here. Let's see, I'm not working down that tree right now. Actually, I need to be doing that. Need to take Kampfgruppe next. Very nice. And then we can head on down to... you get a 5% recruitable population there, which actually is really not that bad. Okay, so Soviet Union declared war on Lithuania. Huh. That is early, I feel like. So... Okay, so I guess the German army is now at war with the Soviet Union. I don't know how this will go. I don't know how this playthrough is going to turn out. Because this really is not where I wanted to be. But let's go ahead and wait for... Well, we can go ahead and do extensive conscription, then we can bump that up. I think that should give us a ton of manpower. And we will not be able to go through Poland, which hopefully they don't turn on me. That'd be not great. But actually, we could... They might join the Allies, honestly. I'm not sure. Then let's go ahead and send basically all our armies up here. And go ahead and put all our productions on guns, and then we'll go ahead and bring the air forces over as well. Germany under attack. Not that long ago, Germany found itself dragged into another war while everyone else had hoped for a long-lasting peace in Europe. It's clear that the continent is too great. German officials state that they can no longer afford to keep the Rhineland demilitarized, arguing that the full mobility within their borders. Okay, so... Wait, we're not at war with France, are we? Surely not. No, they're still democratic for now.
Befehle.
Let's go ahead and change the colors here. Of our armies, and they're actually beating us pretty bad here, it looks like. Go ahead and basically get all our air cover and everything here.
Bereit. Achtung. Ihre Befehle.
And then we will use Rommel as our armored spearhead, of course. Go ahead and put him here, see how we can use him the best. And I'm basically just getting steamrolled till my army arrives. And we have support the Finns. Let's go ahead and do bulwark against Bolshevism.
Bereit zum Ausrücken. Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Go ahead and get that going. Of course, we'll need to do interception here. Not really sure what the deal was with that, but let's go ahead and move more fighters and bombers over here. And really, guys, I think maybe I got too late to start here. Really, it looks like the Soviet Union is incredibly powerful. And of course has a ton of manpower and a ton of fuel, which we do not have. Trotsky survives assassination attempt. It's kind of weird. It's been a weird playthrough, really.
Ihre Befehle. Ausrücken. Bereit.
And let's go ahead and do Danzig for guarantees, just in case the Russians decide to invade Poland. And we are really having a huge issue here. Netherlands joined the Allies, which is nice. I wish France would join the Allies, to be honest, but we'll see how that goes.
Befehle.
I'm not really sure why we want to attack here either. I don't... It's like my units just don't even want to attack.
Bereit zum Ausrücken. Befehle?
This is, it's just so weird because the entire Soviet army is packed into this little area and nobody's really, United Kingdom pressuring that. Yeah, nothing's really happening. Just everybody's packed in here. I wish they'd do a naval invasion. Enemy agent turned. Cool. Soviet operative captured. Enemy agent turned. So that should be alright there. Let's go ahead and build some factories again. And go ahead and pause here just to kind of see what we've got going on. So we need Kampfgruppe, of course. And we need let's do key point bombing. I don't know how much that'll help me, but and let's see what else we can get. Go ahead and take improved computing machine for the research. Construction 5 and dispersed industry. So let's see how this turns out. I guess maybe we can push them here. I'm not sure. Doesn't look like it. We have some naval invasions going on here, though, which I think that is the way we're going to have to do this. Okay, so Poland accepts offer. We get Danzig and some other stuff. It looks like Katowice. And we got claims on them. So Danzig 4 guarantees. Very nice. I need Poland in the war, though. Okay, so let's go ahead down here the ideological defenses. And then see who all joins, and then we might be able to bring more people in, and that might hurt the Soviets. I don't know. This is like a pretty hard deal here because I'm really just stuck since they are really just pushing me. Or they did push me, but now it's going to be a hard thing. So let's go ahead and pause all offensives. And just for now, play defense till we can kind of figure out what is going on there. So I've got 15 factories on infantry equipment. And then we'll go up even more, it looks like. French operative captured. More factories, very nice. I have 2.18 million manpower, which is plenty really for what I need. Hungary fighting competition. Let's do that. I don't know if that'll really help me out, but it should help them out. And then we'll go ahead and take man for medium armor. So give us a little bit of a help, and then we'll also want to take Junkers for the close air support. Ace pilot promoted again. And I'm hoping our allies can open up another front there. That would be very, very helpful. And I'm running out of motorized, it looks like. Have a decent amount of artillery. I need to convert probably some production onto that stuff as well. And let's go ahead and take formalize the treaty. I don't know if formalize the treaty will hurt me or not. We'll see. That could be a very risky move. Since I'll spread out my front line, but also spread out their front line. So we'll see. It may end up in me getting beat. We'll find out. Ace pilot promoted again. Wilhelm II dies, unfortunately. And Wilhelm III has now ascended the throne. They have a ton of light tanks, it looks like, but not really. They have like 1 medium tank, 2 medium tanks.
Achtung!
Japan declared war on the Philippines. I feel like Japan's about to declare war on us. Okay, so let me pause it real quick. Let's go ahead and do a division designer here. Go ahead and make some garrison divisions. And we'll deploy them down at Frankfurt. I don't think it would be the French declaring war on me, but I'm not sure. We'll find out, I guess. And let's see here on the current wars. Germany announces anti-Soviet pact in the light of increased perceived Soviet aggression. German Empire has offered states under immediate threat from communism a chance to form an alliance against the Soviet Union. Any country in the alliance with committed to fighting war against the Soviet Union should become a time when the members attack. So, see who joins us, I guess. I don't know if this will help me or hurt me, really, because I didn't have a huge army to begin with. Go ahead and take some infrastructure here as well. And Bulgaria and Romania fighting it out down here. I didn't really even notice that. And we'll just go ahead and get a little bit more infantry stuff, it looks like. And we'll expand our special forces. And go ahead and do naval strike torpedo tactics. Italy declared war on Yugoslavia. France has joined the Allies, thank God. United Kingdom's called France in. And we're fighting somebody down south, fighting the Italians, it looks like. It's kind of a weird... We're fighting Bulgaria too, so that's interesting, I guess. I have a lot of manpower, a lot of infantry equipment. I really think I need to make some 7-2 divisions again. Dutch East Indies has joined, so let's go ahead and division designer. Let's go ahead and do crate empty. Just do some basic 7-2 so I can send it to their places. Got those fixed. I'm actually going to delete the defense divisions and then train my we'll just nickname these guys Sturm Schützen. Soldats. I think Soldat is soldier. Just call them Sturmschützen. Then we can create that, of course, and we'll just train some of these guys up, send them other places, and hopefully that's not impacting my artillery too much. Get 10 divisions of them and move them here. I think also it might be beneficial to bring my tank somewhere else, because this is really an awkward situation down. And okay, so let's go ahead and do that with Hungary, and hopefully they can join. And let's go ahead and delete Rommel's front line. And I need bases in low supply, of course. United Kingdom's called. Oh, Poland, no, don't do it.
Achtung! Bereit!
They have a massive. There's no way I'll be able to do this. I wasn't even ready to fight them. I had no clue this was going to happen.
Zuhören!
That does break up some of the line, though, I guess. But, jeez.
Bereit zum Ausrücken!
I mean, everybody's in the Allies, basically, but maybe Finland joining will help. I'm not really sure, to be honest. United States has joined. Like, it's basically the world versus the Soviets, and I really still don't know who's going to win. But the United States should be pretty powerful at this point. So Heinz Guderian is moving here. Let's go ahead and make his offensive line.
Bereit zum Ausrücken!
Let's go ahead and make this offensive line up to there.
Bereit zum Ausrücken!
And we can just kind of make this defensive line here, or offensive line, I apologize. And then Rommel, I don't know what the best use of Rommel's forces are, except maybe maybe he goes here and then pushes to Riga after he pushes here. It was a wild playthrough. I'm waiting for the U.S. to arrive, though, hopefully, so maybe that'll help us out. And I think the Russians may be spread incredibly thin now compared to our allies, so hopefully we can push them a little bit. Now kind of my guys are hitting the front lines, and we're able to push a little bit, but I'm hoping that Finland and everything can really keep them spread out and really push them in the north. I guess we're declaring war on Japan, too. Okay. I don't know how that really helps me, but that's fine. Okay. Basically, everybody. This is a weird World War II. I can tell you that. So let's see here. Let's see who's on our side. United Kingdom's call Australia. So, okay, the China and everybody. I was gonna say, man, we've lost a ton of people, but it's China and Japan's lost a lot. The Soviets have lost a decent amount. Hopefully, I've not lost that many guys here. 120,000. So this is just a strange thing going on here.
Zeigt es ihnen! Vorwärts, Männer!
Trying to get a little encirclement there. Obviously, that didn't work out the way I wanted it to. I really wish I was able to get down to Yugoslavia. I really just don't have... I just don't feel like I have the stuff. You know, I can send these guys down there, I guess. Under a new general. Man, everybody here in the German army like lives around mountains. Nobody's a mountaineer. That's impressive. Okay, so let's just send Erwin von Witzleben. Let's send him down to the border of
Alright.
Yugoslavia, and they're getting encircled. Oh, they're getting attacked from two sides. That's what the deal was. Is Romania in the Allies too? Okay, so I guess we'll go down and help Romania for now, and then Yugoslavia. So we'll go ahead and do that. Send those guys down. See what kind of focus we can take here that may help us. I don't know if we can take anything that'll really help me. German war economy, that should boost us up a little bit. Kind of help me out. And of course, we'll go ahead and take the Panzerfaust 30. Man, if we could cut those guys off there, that could be a little bit of a beneficial deal. Finland's still doing all right up top. And we probably could knock Bulgaria out pretty soon. I really need... I feel like Austria and Hungary to join us. Estonia's capitulated, unfortunately. But now we have these guys encircled up here, which we can just basically bury right away. And then we can shorten the front line just a little bit for us, get our troops up there. And Rommel is able to take out some tanks and everything up top, so that's good for us. Ace pilot promoted, of course. And then Romania basically just smashing Bulgaria now. U.S. forces really not seen here. Let's go ahead and see if we can't push Italy a little bit with Rommel and see if we can cut them in half here. Yugoslavia capitulated? Really? It's not great news, but okay. And I hate that the French can't even break them down there, which is just like so annoying. but it looks like we're doing okay up here. Finland, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to hold out or not, but basically the more Soviets they can kill, the better for us. And are my tanks down here? Yeah. I think maybe we pull this little encirclement opportunity here and see how that goes, and then
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
basically just use an armored spearhead here. And I got anti-tank and everything. This has been a weird thing, and I really wasn't able to build up that well. Here comes some U.S. forces, maybe. We really need a Sicily campaign, it looks like. They're in Africa. Yeah, I feel like a Sicily campaign would really weaken the Italians. Not that they're that strong, I wouldn't think, but... Okay, so we have some guys encircled here at Riga. Let's go ahead and demolish all of them. Bulgaria has to be close to capitulating. No, actually they're not, which is just wild, really. Now I guess their capital, Sofia.
Los, ausrücken.
Okay, so still 1.5 million manpower. I'm like making just a ton of medium tanks, really. Go ahead and get some more chromium here. And we'll go ahead and get the 42 infantry equipment. That should help me out quite a bit. And then we'll go ahead and take logistics company 2 and everything. So we're doing okay down here towards Italy. I'm really hoping these guys don't get encircled. I'd really like to encircle these guys, so we'll see kind of how that goes. And of course, let's go ahead and build some more military factories. And we just did German war economy, so that's very beneficial for me as well. And then we will want to do... Actually, really, I guess coal localization. And I don't know whether to focus my troops on... in fact, they're about to do a cheeky naval invasion down here. I don't know whether to focus my troops down here in the Romania area or to put this army on the border to help protect. Because we're doing all right where United Mexican States join Axis. Let's see, we're kind of getting broke in some of these places. I feel like the Polish have really kind of collapsed on me here.
Zum Ausrücken.
Gonna have to pull the 10 divisions up here, it looks like. And then, of course, we will take, gosh, I don't know. Probably we'll go down the modern blitzkrieg.
Los, ausrücken!
And I think now we redeploy Rommel to Poland. And then have him push there just to kind of reinforce that. And Finland's still doing okay up here. Not the best, but not capitulating, obviously, so that's a little bit better. And it's telling me I need artillery and guns. There's no way I'm running out of guns. Maybe. I guess I am. I don't know. Naval invasion in Crimea. And then I don't see how Italy can withstand this. Well, they lost 500,000 troops. And, I don't know. Where's the United States losing all these people? Oh, they're fighting Japan, too. That makes sense. Really building more and more of the factories there, because really just having a hard time doing anything production wise. It looks like we're breaking them kind of in the north, and the south is just getting bad in Romania. This is a tough thing. I think this is gonna be a two-parter, guys. Let's see here. I've been streaming 2 hours and 20 minutes. I think that's probably a great place to call it. Thank you so much for watching here. I don't have time. I've only got 20 minutes left to leave, so I don't have too much time left. Looks like we are breaking them in the north, though, which could be advantageous if we can crush them. Rommel falls ill, of course. Finland doing okay as well. And I think I can maybe win this war. I don't know. Is Turkey in the Allies now? No, Turkey's no faction. This is a naval invasion down here, I guess. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy Hearts of Iron, you know what to do. Smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, leave a comment, and I will catch you guys on the next one. I'm going to go ahead and stop this here just so you see me do it, and you guys have a good day.